Okay, two guys sitting at a table in a rough-looking room. One guy is shuffling cards. The other practicing his dice rolling. One more guy comes in holding a backpack in his hand by his side. The first two guys look as if they already knew he was going to be there, and at that very moment they give each other a head nod.
Come in, sit down. We were just about to discuss what we're doing tonight.
As the third guy sits down at the table. Okay, just keep in mind it may be a little different than what we usually do.
Come on, we've been here all night. What are we playing?
A pause of silence hovers over the three men sitting at the table in the rough-looking room. Third guy speaks with a very serious tone. Roulette.
Roulette?
Russian roulette. The third guy pulls a gun out and puts it in the center of the table.
Come on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh yeah. Bam.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, we got through some of this stuff because we even got a little bit of play when you done. Okay. First guy looks at the, I don't know. Oh yeah, it's one of the most intense games ever created since GTA. The first guy stands up, pushes his chair back.
Russian roulette? Are you kidding me? I've got better things to do than blow my brain out.
The second guy looks at the first with the small cock eye.
Why? You scared?
The first guy looks at the other two as if they were totally crazy and off their rockers.
You guys really think that blowing our heads off with a revolver is going to be fun?
The second guy just stares at him with a blank look as the first guy just stares down at the gun. That's what he do again.
Okay, I guess I'm in. But I'm not going first. This is a stupid idea.
The first and second guys sit back down and gather themselves together. We see the bullet being put into the gun. Every shot is slowed down to add intensity as the third guy starts going over the rules. Oh yeah, I guess either was this close to guys, right? So,
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sure we've all played Roulette app on our phones before, but it's actually a game that the Russians started in 1812. The first guy cuts him off.
Actually, the term Russian roulette originated in a 1937 short story by what was his name? George Surdis?
Surdis, yeah.
George Surdis.
The two men sit there and stare at the first guy for a second. And finish that little.
Just 12 years before his death.
The third guy continues. There's one bolt in the chamber, and it gets spun once. He spins the chamber, closes it, and places the gun back in the center of the table, and puts his finger on his head. You hold it up to your head and pray you're not it. Simple as that. The first and second guy look at each other and get ready.
Well, okay, let's do this. I guess so.
The third guy pulls a small box of matches out of his pocket, taking 3 matches out. He burns one, blows it out, then hides the burnt end in his hand with the other 2. The burnt match goes first. And then we go through the thing where they're picking the matches too, right?
Okay, yeah.
And then we go through where they're all putting it in their heads and stuff. When it gets to the 6th attempt after the 5th empty chamber, all 3 of the guys know what's coming while the first guy is holding the gun. And it's his shot, so he speaks nervously.
Well, that was 5 empty chambers. We all know what's coming next. So why not just say you guys win, game over, haha, you know.
Oh no. That's not how the game works, bud. You're up, the gun's in your hand. The second guy begins to join in.
Yeah, I wouldn't have taken my last turn if I knew you had nothing to lose.
And you're first.
This is suicide, guys. You guys clearly won. I won't do it.
The first guy puts the gun back down in the center of the table. You don't get it. We weren't playing to see who wins. The third guy slides the gun back to him. We were here to see who loses. And that's just the guy.
Looks like you lost, bud.
The first guy reluctantly picks the gun back up off the table.
Fine.
He slowly raises the gun to his head. With a few beads of sweat gathering on his forehead, he closes his eyes and pulls the trigger. With a click, a look of relief falls over the first guy's face. He looks down at the gun.
Oh my god. I can't believe that.
A look of joy comes over him as he becomes ecstatic to still be alive. He can't help but laugh as he examines the gun.
It must have been jammed. I guess nobody lost this time.
As the first guy lifts his head, we see a POV of the second and third guy with their guns out and pointing them right at the first guy.
Sorry, bud. There's always got to be a loser.
Gunshot in the blackness.
Oh, nice,
shoot him anyways, right?
Definitely.
And everybody loses. There's always got to be a loser.
Yeah, there's always got to be a loser. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that went over well though. I think.
Yeah, that'll totally work. Hopefully.
Yeah, and I was thinking with the match, we can get a really cool shot. The close up.
Yeah.
It looks all cool, right? Slow motion light,